So you want to start teaching your toddler at home. One of the most important things you can work on with them is fine motor skills. Being able to coordinate fingers, hands, arms together to do practically anything. That lays the great foundation for academic skills, life skills, and just being able to function. So let me show you some of my favorite fine motor activities that my own toddlers have done. Hi guys, I am Kathleen Lewis. I am a learning enthusiast and a homeschool mom to a 1-year-old and a 4-year-old. So yes, this is my second time around with teaching a toddler at home. Now, you can take a deep dive down Pinterest and just get lost in all the plethora of ideas out there. Or you can watch this video in its entirety and get my 7 categories of fine motor activities. Be sure to stick around for the 7th because that really is the linchpin of everything. Okay, first category is pegging. Now, this is any activity where your toddler kind of does a pinching motion with 1 or more fingers to put something in something else. One of the clearest examples of this is this little pom-pom activity I created. It's just a toothbrush holder that I got at the Dollar Tree and cheap pom-poms that I got at the Dollar Tree. She then pinches and puts it in here. This is something I introduced to my daughter when she was around 1 year old, and she mastered it quickly. She loved it. Even my 4-year-old is actually loving this. Other possibilities of pegging are popsicle sticks into some kind of bottle, or toothpicks into an old spice jar, or this really cool game. This is just simple beading, threading tools. Melissa and Doug have a great one. My daughter loves doing this, and my son has demonstrated how to do it to her. But this even goes into putting like credit cards into a pretend wallet, or in this case, a puzzle. This is a pinching motion. This is, I would consider, pegging. Puzzle is another fine way to peg and work on the pinching motion, or this thing here. With this toy, you have these little pegs that you literally put in the hole, so they are pegging, and then they can stack on top of each other. So there is a number of things. I'm sure your wheels are turning on how you can use stuff in your own household for the kids to practice that pinching grip, including eating Cheerios off of their high chair. Okay, next category is spooning or pouring, where it's a wrist motion while they hold on to something. So they can take a spoon and spoon water, or spoon pom-poms, or spoon rice, any kind of thing from one container into another. If you follow Montessori much at all, then you've probably seen something like this, where it is a tray with 2 pitchers on it, and they just practice pouring water from one thing to the other. Or you can start with dry pouring of rice or beans. Now, if it's hot out, you can even go beyond this and do water play, and that has the added benefit of being sensorial in nature. Third fine motor activity is anything that is involved gripping, squishing, smushing things. You can immediately think of mud, anyone? Sandbox, or in the inside case, I have kinetic sand that they can actually, yes, use pinching or use the full hand to start gripping. And then you have Play-Doh, which is on every mom's hate list, but yes, this is also the grasping thing. You can get your kid to help in the kitchen and knead pizza dough or something else like that. Plus, as with water play, this is the added benefit of being sensorial, so you can get some sensory experiences in there. So anything that works the rotation of the wrists, the grasping of the hands, and then the pinching or finger strength, all of that builds hand strength, which is foundational for any writing activities in later academics. Okay, next we've got chocolate and the like, the point in the video where I eat some amazing chocolate and ask you to bump that like button to help support this video and help it spread to more people. Here's a secret. Chocolate is actually also an essential mom tool to survive toddlerhood. Okay, next up we have stacking, any kind of stacking motion. You have the classic stacking cups, you can stack blocks, you can have your kids stack cans in the kitchen. All of this is once again developing both, in this case, fine and gross motor skills, trying to coordinate the entire body, and honestly, it's teaching them about practical life and gravity and how things fall down. Sixth category of fine motor activities, and this encapsulates all the skills I've already listed with pinching and twisting and pouring and smushing and probably more that I have not mentioned. It is art. Toddler art can be a mess, but if you know the right tools, it can actually be pretty fun. One of my favorite art supplies for toddler is dot markers. This enables them to feel like they can actually accomplish something, draw a picture, and it doesn't take that much work or skill on their part. Another favorite is crayon rocks. I got these off of Amazon, and they're not made by the company Crayola, but they are softer crayons, so it's easier for the kid to mark on the page. And bonus, it encourages a tripod pincher grip, which is foundational for writing later. And these are much easier for a 1-year-old, a 2-year-old, or a 3-year-old to manipulate than a big honking crayon, which actually ends up breaking a lot of the time. You also have paintbrushes for painting with water, so you don't have to worry about cleaning up mess. But if you want your kids to do painting, then quick sticks are another favorite. Again, this is a stick that acts like a glue stick, but it's actually tempera paint, and it dries pretty fast and is completely washable. My daughter has enjoyed using this. And right along on the heels of any kind of drawing is pasting. Glue sticks, they can manipulate, and you just give them pre-cut pieces of paper that they can put onto a page however they want. If there's one thing that you should definitely include for your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't care how old you are, kid, stickers. Now you have reusable stickers like this that many companies offer, or just traditional ones. In the beginning, you will have to take the sticker off the page for your kid and then offer it like this. Eventually, they may be able to take it off with your help like that. And then once they hit preschool years, they can take these off, even with the extra paper that goes in between. It's just great all around, and the kids love it. I could keep going on and on about art activities. There is a big reason why they are a focus of so many early childhood development centers and preschools, because they develop such great fine motor skills. Okay, number 7, the big linchpin, and actually the secret that all of you already know. The best way to encourage fine motor development is to let your kids play. Nothing you can ever set up as an activity will beat good old-fashioned child-led play. And actually, everything I just showed you is play. Kids love pouring water from one cup to another. Kids love the art activities. Kids love the pegging toys, which also double as stacking toys like Legos. If you take a look in your playroom, probably the best toys, the most open-ended toys, and the toys your kids interact with the most are fine motor skill developments. Plus, they're constantly getting into stuff around your house, and that is their way of playing, discovering the cans in your kitchen cupboard and stacking them without any input from you. So, parents, take a deep breath and realize you've got this. Your kids are naturally wired to explore their fine motor, their gross motor skills through play. And as long as you've given them a comfortable and safe environment to do so, they're going to develop well.